He's a winner, he's a star. He's a prince among men. Always going way too far. He's a prince among men. He's always right because he knows what's right. Winning is his game, he's always said. He's the best, he's the prince, and he's got the light. And he hasn't let it go to his head. He's a winner, he's a star. He's a prince among men.
Beverly, can I talk to you about a medical matter?
Certainly.
It's Kevin.
Oh dear, what is it this time?
It's his allergy.
Oh, he's not been eating cheese again, has he? It took 3 weeks for the swelling to go down last time.
No, he won't go near dairy produce anymore. It's not that. And it's not his allergy to mushrooms either. Or peanuts, or polyester, or, sir, unleaded petrol, leaded petrol.
It seems to me your young man is allergic to life.
No, he's not. No. He's allergic to me.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well, that's what we think anyway. You see, he keeps getting these funny feelings every time he comes near me. And he don't know what to do about them.
He should exercise a little self-control. He'll have to wait till you're married.
No! The palms of his hands go itchy if he touches me.
I can see this could present a few problems. It's not the ideal way to embark on married life.
What isn't?
If the husband's allergic to the wife.
Surely you can sort out any problems at the knitwear factory. Those blokes have nothing to complain about.
Apart from pay and conditions.
Hey, pay's fine, conditions are perfect. And those blokes have got loads of perks.
So you're claiming to be a model employer?
Certainly am. I employ 5 of them to model the knitwear. They're surrounded by beautiful women. If that's not a perk, I don't know what is. All right, Sonia?
Yes, thanks, Gary.
You're looking very you.
Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I've never been to a university.
Well, I want everybody to be there. It's a very great honour for me, and of course for them. Hey, Sonia, in all the years you've worked for me, I don't think I've ever treated you to an hairdo.
No, well, I wouldn't expect you to.
Well, I'm going to now. There's 20 quid. Get your hair done in the morning. Better make it 50. Now, you go home and get your beauty sleep. Well, get as much sleep as you can anyway, yeah? Bye. Right, Bev.
Beverly,
He's the kindest man I've ever met.
you've led a fairly sheltered life. Are you going to be seeing Kevin this evening?
Yeah, but only from a distance.
What do you think of this then, love?
Very nice. Very smart indeed.
Do you think it's okay for me degree ceremony? Only I've not been to one of these dues before.
I have, Gary, and believe me, it'll be fine. I think I wore a miniskirt to mine.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm not going to do that. Hey, this is a nice tune. Now I'm educated, I think I might get into classical music. Yeah, I know this. What's it called again, love?
Hungarian Rhapsody #2.
That's right, by James Last.
No, actually, it's Liszt.
No, it's not. It's Last. James Last. I should know. Got about 6 of his albums. Can you turn it down a bit?
You can turn it off if you want to.
Okay.
You're not nervous about tomorrow, are you?
No, not at all. I mean, it's not as if I'm going to be out of my depth, is it? Is it?
No. You'll be fine. You don't have to do anything. You just stand there, shake hands with the Chancellor, and accept your degree in a dignified manner.
Yeah, but this is no ordinary degree. This is an honorary degree. This is an honor... It's an honor... It's a good one.
It's an honorary degree. A PhD.
That's right. This time tomorrow, I'll be a doctor. Now, do you think we got enough sherry in for the do after?
Yes.
I only got 2 dozen crates.
That works out at about 3 bottles each. And not everyone will drink sherry.
Yes, they will. It's a sherry party. That's what academics do. They have sherry parties.
There may not be that many academics here.
Professor Charlesworth will be here, and me. I'll be an academic tomorrow. I expect they'll like sherry by then.
Most Honourable Chancellor, most men in our society would be justifiably content to reach the very highest level in one career, not Mr. Gary Prince. He has excelled in two careers, sportsman and businessman. As a player of association football, he won honour upon honour. Hugely.
A neighbour of mine is at this university.
Really?
Yes.
Student?
No, member of staff. Maintenance.
Most Honourable Chancellor, to you and to the whole university, I present Mr. Gary Prince to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa.
He looks really brainy in his cape, doesn't he? He looks a bit like Batman, but clever.
Giving away degrees like this, it's not a trend I care for.
How do you mean?
Well, when you've worked very hard for your own degree, you realise it's not to be taken lightly.
Oh, have you got a degree then?
Well, not as such. Of course, I could have done a degree. Miss Hewitt always said my essays were the best in class. But I decided against university.
What? You left school after your A-levels?
Oh, look, more photos.
You went to Cambridge, didn't you?
Yeah, Queens.
Were they? I went to Ackley Comprehensive.
Bit rough, is it?
I wouldn't know. I left when I was 12. Went to work in a snooker hall. So when I say I went, I mean I didn't actually go.
I didn't do A-levels. Which ones did you do?
Well, they were called O-levels in my day.
I thought O-levels were like my GCSEs.
Oh, no, they were much harder. I got 4, you know.
Oh, I only got 5 GCSEs.
How's Kevin? Is he able to touch you yet?
Oh, yeah. His mum lent him a washing up gloves. Seems to have done the trick. At least when we say goodnight, we can shake hands.
Well, congratulations again, Mr. Prince.
Hey, Dr. Prince.
Ah, yes, right. As a new member of the university, I hope you will be able to participate fully in university life.
No danger, Ranger. Hey, do you have balls? You know, May balls, dancing and that.
Oh, yes, we have the Midsummer Ball.
Stick us down for a couple of tickets, yeah?
I'm sure my husband will try to support all aspects of your work here.
Hey, now you come back for the sherry party, yeah?
Oh, yes, indeed. And perhaps we might discuss what sort of contribution you could make to
Yeah,
the
I've got
university.
dry sherry, a Montalazzo sherry, medium sherry. You, my man, can have a bottle of each.
Thumper.
Dave, you've really let me down badly here, man.
Why?
I said invite family and a few close friends.
Well, that's what I've done, Gavin. It weren't easy.
Why not?
Well, obviously your family ain't gonna come. They don't like you. You ain't got any friends.
Dave, when I say family and a few close friends, I don't mean family and a few close friends. I mean anybody famous. Showbiz friends, I don't have to have met them before. What?
Well, if you're a professor of history, Professor, we have something in common.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I do talks for the old folks. Fernie Heath in bygone days. Every second Monday at the Arthur Halliwell Drop-In Centre. Do you know it?
No, I'm not familiar with that particular seat of learning.
No. Oh, it used to be called the Fernie Heath Old People's Day Centre, but then they changed the name to the Arthur Halliwell Drop-In Centre, after Arthur Halliwell.
Is he a local dignitary?
No, he's dead. He's one of the old people that used to go there. He dropped in. Well, when I say dropped in, he actually dropped through the floor. 50-foot drop, killed him outright. The least they could do was to name the centre after him. Fascinating stuff, local history, isn't it?
Some of it, yes.
You know, as you were coming here, you came along the high street and you passed Woolworths. But when I were a lad, that were a field. I remember it. It were a big field. Mine is a big Woolworths.
Really?
Why you'd be interested? You see, it's all up here. Do you know what school I went to?
No, I've no idea.
The School of Hard Knocks, and I went straight from there to the University of Life. Has it done me any harm? Has it buggery?
Excuse me, step aside, please. I'm a doctor.
It's very different.
Hey, Marjorie, just touch that. Real fur, that is, not stimulated.
I rather think you and I are as one on this, Mr. Fitzherbert.
Hmm?
Well, you've got a proper degree, a very proper degree. And well, I'm one of the old school when it comes to this sort of thing. I don't approve of them, you know. Free degrees.
Prince Charles says they're his favourite group. The 3 degrees. Excuse me, Beverly, I must just have a word with Professor Charlesworth. Charlie.
The School of Hard Knocks, followed by the University of Life. That's me. There's no better teacher than experience. Thanks very much. You want one of these, love? I'm bloody if I know. They're little bits of things stuck on other bits of things.
Canopies.
If you want, love. It's just out there by the front door.
He's a bit slow on the uptake, but don't worry, Charlie. Leave it to me. You'll definitely get the money for the math.
All right, big man. I see you admire my new painting.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Spanish saint, San Juan Horata.
Oh, I thought they said it was Saint someone or other. It's over 200 years old. I don't usually like second-hand stuff, and this was in a right state. Some of the paint was actually coming off, so I had it redone.
Oh, you've had it restored?
Not just restored, improved by an electrician. Yeah. I've had it wired up. I've whacked in a whole load of new extras. Does loads of things now. Watch this. Oh. It's not just a painting now. It's a touchpad. What do you think?
I just don't know what to say.
Brilliant, eh?
I've never seen such total Philistinism in all my life.
Thanks very much, Mark. To be honest, I didn't think you'd like it.
How's Kevin's problem?
Oh, bless him. He's doing everything he can. He's very conscientious, is Kevin. He wasn't satisfied with just the rubber gloves. He's gone for the full kit now.
How do you mean, exactly?
He's got these rubber trousers and a rubber top. It's like a sort of diving suit. He found a shop in Manchester that specialises in that sort of stuff.
Really?
We want it to clear up, because we don't want him being allergic to me on our wedding day.
No, he can't very well walk down the aisle dressed as a frogman, can he? Sonia, how shall I put this? Are you sure all this rubber is entirely medical?
Oh, yeah. He won't even let me in the room till he's wearing all the gear.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Prince.
Hey, it's Dr. Prince, actually, Bev. Hello, Sonia. I was pleased to see you made an effort yesterday. You looked quite presentable.
Oh, thank you very much, Gary.
Must try it again sometime. Cheers, Bev.
Beverly.
I'm afraid we're still having trouble at the knitwear factory. They're arguing about a pay increase, and some chap in the patent department wants to join a union.
How are you going to do that? I'm a good, caring, generous employer. Sack him.
Now, I'm not sure you can do that. You see...
Hey, Mark, just sort it out, will you? Now I'm an academic, a philosopher. I don't deal with this sort of cack. I wondered if they want me to do any teaching at the university.
You teach there?
Yeah.
What could you possibly teach?
Philosophy. My philosophy of life.
Oh, and what exactly are these gleanings from the gutter?
Hey, Mark, have you got a PhD? No, we'll listen to someone who has. You might learn something. My philosophy of life is that you look after number one. Numero uno.
Brilliant. What a revelation.
It is actually, pal. It's got me where I am today, you know. There are 2 people in this room. One of them is me, the other one works for me. Point proved? I think so. QE2?
Now, I think you mean QED, quod erat demonstrandum.
Hey, I know what I mean, and I mean QE2, which I have been on a cruise on. And you haven't, all right? Actually, I might jot down some of my philosophical thoughts, you know, because the prof was saying he wants me to make a contribution to university life.
A more usual contribution for a distinguished graduate to make is a financial one.
Is it?
Yes, it's something you might consider. You could set up a bursary, or make a donation, or indeed purchase something for the library. Now, I know that Professor Charlesworth is particularly keen on a 16th century map they currently have on loan.
Is he?
It might be a nice gesture.
Yeah. Alternatively, I could be their team captain on University Challenge. Slip Jeremy Paxman a few quid. I bet I could fix the result.
Hey. OK, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot. Make sure you shop till you drop in this great new superstore. Take care, be good, and if you can't be good, come round to my place. Whoa! Take care, all the best. See you soon. I'm fed up with opening supermarkets, Dave. We shouldn't be doing this. Now I'm a doctor, I should be doing proper stuff.
Like what?
I don't know, book signings. Why don't I do book signings?
You haven't written a book.
I don't care. I'll sign someone else's.
Hello, Harry.
Hello, my love. How are you?
All right, thanks.
Good.
I saw your picture in the paper the other day. Are you really a doctor?
Indeed I am, my angel. Dr. Gary Prince at your service.
There, I told you.
Well, Doctor, while you're here, would you mind having a look at these?
I just thought I'd feel a bit different, that's all.
And you don't?
No, not really. I just feel the same. Still me. Great, fantastic, marvellous.
And how did you expect to feel?
I don't know, cleverer, wiser, maybe.
I don't think it works quite like that.
No, I suppose not. I mean, if you're brilliant to start with, you're not going to suddenly get brillianter, are you?
I'm sure if anybody is, Gary, you are. Hey, it's still a tremendous honor if they give you a degree.
If they give you one, yeah.
I'll go make some supper.
OK. Sod it. Hello, hello?
Hello, Dr. Ridley to see Mr. Prince.
Come in, Doctor. I'm in here, Doctor.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Prince.
Hey, it's Doctor.
Sorry?
Never mind, I don't make a big thing of it.
So, what's the problem?
I haven't got a problem, actually, Doctor. Hey, do you fancy a drink? Sherry, naturally?
No, thank you. I've got a lot of calls to make. So, what is it, then? Are you in pain, or...?
Nothing, really, no. I feel great, actually.
Then why have you called me out?
Well, I wouldn't mind a bit of a chat, actually, Doctor. You see, I'm fairly new to being a doctor. And, you know, I'm just wondering, like, what you doctors get up to.
Get up to?
You know, in your spare time. You know, where'd you hang out? Is it like a doctor's club or anything like that? Because, hey, I fancy getting together with some other doctors and having a bit of a chinwag over a few sherries and that. I mean, you know, what do you doctors, like, talk about?
I have a patient who is seriously ill with allergic dermatitis waiting to see me.
Don't fancy talking about that. Don't you like talking about nice things, sport, that sort of thing, eh? What are you doing?
I'm going, Mr. Prince. You're wasting my time.
Hey, it's Doctor, actually, and I'm paying you for this anyway. What's the problem? Rude git. The usual, please, Vince.
Sherry, would that be?
Very funny. Just give us a lager.
I did a talk at the Arthur Halliwell Drop-In Centre today for the old folk.
Vince, you are the old folk.
Oh, big cocky. They loved it. It went very well, considering.
Considering what?
Well, I was doing my talk on Fernie Heath disappearing landmarks when the back row disappeared straight through the floor again. Fortunately, they were all in wheelchairs, so no damage was done.
Why don't the council do it up? Haven't you had a chat with your friend, Councillor Ketley?
I spoke to Trevor, yes. He'd love to help. But the council aren't giving any money for the old folk. It was a toss-up, you know, between the Arthur Helliwell and the crematorium, and the crematorium won. Trevor said it's forward planning. I'm still hoping English Heritage might help out with a grant, because not many people know this, but that building is Roman.
Give over. Looks like a three-storey Nissan hut.
Who's the local historian here? You or me? That building is Roman. I know. Because I remember it being built.
You're older than I thought you were.
It was built in 1944.
So, how can it be Roman?
It was built by Italian prisoners of war, the Fatizzi brothers and his mates. They were from Rome. Nice lads, actually.
You do talk a lot of tripe.
If you don't mind, I'll have a bit of respect. I fought in that war for people like you.
You said you were too young to be called up.
I was, but I still fought. Not against the Germans, I'll grant you. I fought against the evacuees, those nasty little cockney sods. We had some right laughs. Take that, you little cockney crybaby. Now run home and tell your mum.
It's 10:30. I hope it's not too late to phone you. It's Professor Charles here. Any chance you can pop into the university library tomorrow morning? We've got something rather splendid I'd like to show you.
Magnificent, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Quite exquisite.
Yes, yeah.
16th century, of course.
Of course.
It's known as the Bishop John map. It used to be thought it was drawn by Bishop John, but in fact we now know it was found by the bishop.
In the John?
In Mottram Hall Priory. It's arguably the most important map of its kind.
Yeah. Though it does look a bit out of date.
It's 16th century.
Well, that explains it, doesn't it? It's just I noticed that the M25 isn't on it.
It's on loan to us at the moment. We would dearly like to acquire it permanently, with your help. If we don't, there is a danger it could go to America.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll buy anything, won't they? Have you noticed something else?
What's that?
Wales is in the wrong place. How much would a map like this cost?
Oh, £300,000.
Yeah, well, only the Yanks will be mug enough to pay that, eh?
Mr. Prince, Dr. Prince, as a member of this university, I'm sure you must realize that if we were to acquire a map such as this, it would so enhance our reputation in the academic world.
It would, as they say, put you on the map.
Very good. I know you do so much for charity, but would it be ignoble of me to suggest a contribution of...
Hey, Prof, say no more. If you want a map, you shall have a map. And if Dr. Gary Prince buys a map, he doesn't contribute, he buys it outright.
Well, I think hospital is the best place for Kevin at the moment.
He had no choice. He just ballooned. We were sitting on the sofa. Kevin was in his rubber diving gear. We were just having fish and chips and watching telly. And he blew up.
You mean he exploded?
No, he blew up. It looked like he put on about 4 stone in 10 minutes.
It's at times like these, Sonia, when one really appreciates the emergency services.
I know. The ambulance men couldn't get him out at door, so the fire brigade winced him out the window. He had an emergency operation.
To surgically remove him from his diving suit. It'll be called a wetsuitectomy. Of course, you won't be able to visit him, will you? I mean, if you're the cause of it. I mean, if he's allergic to you.
Oh, no, it's okay. They tested him at the hospital. It turns out he's not allergic to me at all.
Oh, good.
He's allergic to rubber.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Prince.
It's okay, Bev. To you, it's just Mr. Prince, Gary.
Oh, I thought we had to call you doctor now.
No, I've been thinking. I'm Gary Prince. That's who I am. That's how the people see me. That's how I see myself. Gary Prince, man of the people. Your name's very important to you. You know what I mean, Bev?
I certainly do. And actually, it's Beverly.
What is?
My name is Beverly.
Yeah, I know it is, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about me. Stop thinking of yourself all the time, Bev. So, Mark, did you sack the bloke from the knitwear factory or what?
Yes, and he's taking you to an industrial tribunal for unfair dismissal.
All right, then, reinstate him. But look, just to show there's no hard feelings, give him a wage rise of £2 a week. But give all the other blokes £5 a week. I'll show the bolshy sod.
I just had Charlie on the phone.
Who?
Professor Charlesworth.
Oh, yeah?
He tells me you've given him the money to buy a map for the university.
That's right.
You gave him £10.
Yeah, and I told him to keep the change.
The map that he wanted you to buy was the 16th century Bishop John map.
Yeah, but any fool could see that was a load of old rubbish. No use to anyone. I told him for £8.99 he could get the Reader's Digest book of the road. And that's got a hotel guide in the back.
Look, you have to buy the map.
No, I don't. Why would I want to do that?
Because that is the deal. The deal is that you get an honorary degree and Charlie Charlesworth gets his money for the map. That's what Charlie and I arranged. I mean, do you honestly think that they'd make you a doctor of philosophy for kicking a ball about? If you do, you must be more stupid than I thought. They want your money. That's why you got the degree.
I know that.
Do you?
Yeah, I've known that all along. Tell me, were you at Marlborough with Professor Charlesworth, or was it Cambridge?
Marlborough, how did you know?
Well, it had to be one or the other. And shall I let you into a little secret, something they didn't teach you at Marlborough? When you're doing a deal, don't hand over the goods until you've got the money. You and your mate took me for a mug. But you see, I've got a degree now, and I've still got all my money. And what have you and Charlie Charlesworth got? You've got the hump. So, who's the stupid one? Not Dr. Prince.
What's this?
It's a cheque, Vince.
I can see that. What's it for?
It's for £20,000, Vince. It's for the Old People's Place, the Arthur Halliwell Centre. It's so you can get it rebuilt. If I'm going to give me money away, I'm going to make sure it goes to a worthy cause.
I don't know how to say this, but...
You don't have to say anything, Vince, and I don't want you rushing off and telling the newspapers or anything like that. Dave's already doing it. We've got an exclusive with the Sun. Mind you, if you and the other old folk did want to show your appreciation of the situation, you might want to change the name to the Gary Prince Centre.
No, I don't. Are you just trying to get one over onto the Ketley?
The thought never entered my head.
Well, there is something I ought to say.
Don't say it, Vince. You know the sort of bloke I am and always have been.
I do. You're a miserable skinflint. £20,000 is nowhere near enough. We want double that. Now get your hand in your pocket, you tight-fisted beggar.
And Chris Barry returns with a new series of A Prince Among Men next year here on BBC One. And the comedy continues tonight in half an hour with Clive Mantle and Sarah Lancashire. Bloomin' marvellous.